I think the area where I see both the most opportunity and the most risk is in outbound, especially with enrichment tools like Clay. You can learn a ton about people before you even contact them. That gives you so much information with which to personalize your outreach. You can use AI to incorporate those pieces of information into an AI prompt to generate something that truly feels personalized. And HubSpot's new Ask Breeze workflow action is so cool. It's pulling in personalization tokens from within HubSpot, and then you can use it to generate something new. So you can take all of these little bits of information and create a dynamic first intro line for your email. And that is great. That allows you to do like really deep personalization at scale, but you run the risk of you are letting AI write something that you are not going to have the opportunity to check if you are doing this in an automated outbound way. And that is scary. That feels dangerous.
It is. There was a recent article in the Wall Street Journal. I believe it was about State Farm insurance reps. And it turns out people like communicating more with the AI than the actual reps themselves. It's able to pick up on the tone of the individuals it's speaking to and able to speak more clearly than an individual rep is able to speak to a potential customer versus AI. So hyper personalization goes even further. We are now personalizing not just based upon name and information and likes, but also who are they as people? There are tools out there like Crystal Knows. If you haven't used it, definitely check it out. I think I was like one of the first 100 customers of Crystal Knows 8 or 10 years ago. I still get special messages from the founder, which is fun. But it's like a disc assessment on a LinkedIn profile. And with that information, you're then able to tailor a message to the personality of the person that you're actually reaching out to and communicating with. So combine that with AI personalization now based upon the actual individual you're reaching out to, that then you can change the tone of the message itself to speak to that individual. And so I think what is scary is simply saying, hey, I'm completely off limits. I'm not going to touch it. AI, just go do the thing. And I think everyone who's listening, we can all recognize when you get an AI produced sales message because some of them are just bad. So not all AI is created equal, but I think as time goes on, we're going to have smarter sales engagements. AI is going to be able to listen to sales calls. We'll be able to figure out the intent. It'll be able to suggest the most relevant follow-up message, which it's already doing now. So some of what we're talking about, Ryan, is here today. But when we think about the risks of AI personalization, you mentioned one of them, which is a hands-off approach. But what are some of the other things that you're thinking about when it comes to risks and pitfalls?
First, I would say the kind of worst case scenario that I see is somebody that is using AI to write a generic message and not doing any personalization. You use ChatGPT to craft a generic outbound message, and then you still just use the first name token and pop it at the top. And then you're really like, you're truly not personalizing. And you have the downside of a generic AI message that people are going to recognize as AI.